You boys ready to get into it?
Let's do it. Let's go, baby. I'm trying to get myself. I'm trying to get myself hyped up right now, dude. So we're gonna start with Undead Unluck, episode 17. Outsmart. The Union is beginning a counterassault to regain the round table from under. The kangaroos are coming, boys. If you guys remember last episode, Billy dramatically betrayed the Union, and that caught us all by surprise. This operation is centered around Andy and Fuko and their magical unluck abilities, while everyone else is doing their best to support them. Hopefully that's enough to save the day.
Yeah, and I've been asking this for a couple episodes now, but I just want to know what the under it means. Why did they choose the under as a name? Yeah. The only thing I got is I was telling the boys before this is are they like based in Australia or something? Like that's the only thing I can think of.
I think it's just kind of like an edgy way to say the underworld of the abilities.
Wait,
I guess.
What if the whole group is like a negator and it's undoing der? What is der? What is der?
Is that the in German, Bass? You're a German aficionado.
I don't think there's any German in the show whatsoever, so I'm going to say no.
Is der? No,
der is you. D-I-R is you.
Oh, okay.
Well, what's that mean?
You. That's deep.
Oh, it means you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking Call of Duty with Der Eisendrache, the zombies level. Oh, they're fighting zombies somewhere.
Okay.
All right.
That makes sense.
Back to the episode. This episode opens up and we've got Rip talking to Billy about their true goal. And their true goal isn't just to kill God. The Under wants what comes after. And, we kind of were thinking, like, do your guys, like, what is actually what the Under wants? Do you guys have any ideas?
Well, Billy's not Billy, but Rip has said a few times that like he wants a fair world, and I'm not really sure exactly what he means by that. Like, do they want to be the overlords of the world since they have negator abilities? Are their negator abilities going to go away, and they want to be like everybody else? So it's been pretty undefined from what I can remember.
I feel like although everybody we see have a negator abilities, parents somehow die in a tragic accident. I feel like it'd be pretty cool to have those. So I would be shooting to be God.
Okay.
Not the dead parents. I'm not Batman. I'm not looking for that.
I thought it was going somewhere dark. I'm not going to lie.
But being able to freeze people in their place, never die, like these things sound kind of sweet.
So kill God and become God? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just casual.
So he wants to be... This brings me back. Wasn't Dan the one that... said that he he agreed with Eren Yeager or something like that. Or his motives. I
don't believe I've ever said I agree with genocide. No, I don't think I've ever said I agree with genocide.
I swear that
didn't we just have an episode about that and Dan picked Eren Yeager.
Yeah, this conversation, what he's saying right now is bringing back memories, I think. So,
what episode are you guys talking about?
Well, the one where we didn't agree with their methodology, but their ideas.
I didn't have Aaron on that list.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's what you guys talk. I'm looking it up.
Oh boy, his head's spinning. No, y'all can't see it, but his head is spinning.
If it wasn't that episode, there was an episode in the past. I'm pretty sure that you kind of agreed with what he was doing, but you didn't support genocide, but you did kind of, or something like that. I'm pretty sure.
You are putting fucking words in my mouth right now, man. Like my distant great grandparents had to flee their country because of genocide. Like, I ain't fucking with that.
I don't think Dan's down with the whole genocide portion of it.
My memory is bad, so I could be just making shit up in my head. I don't know. So,
well, to move forward with the episode, guys, while Dan's looking up his innocence.
I picked Zareth and Lord Genome, dude.
Oh.
I definitely did not pick Eren Yeager.
Okay.
We will find a true thing sometime or another. So
the truth
what
will
we're
come
talking
out.
about, yeah.
I mean, if it was the only way to do it, dude, Thanos did the same shit and he had a point. No, I'm just kidding.
Here we go. And Dad wonders why we got these ideals.
Okay. Where were we? So Julius asked Shikara to stop her bleeding. And at this point, did you guys think that was it Unmove? Is that his ability?
Yeah.
Unmove was going to be able to stop blood? Because I thought it just made your body stop in its position. Like, I didn't think it was going to be able to stop the flow of blood because everybody he would use it on would die.
Yeah,
so this is kind of a cheap writing because she was talking the whole time.
Yes, and she was holding her neck, and we never actually got to see Shikara stop the bleeding. And what I was confused about and why she asked him to do that, like, wouldn't that stop her from moving and like completely take her out of like the counter assault?
Yeah, I mean, well, she wasn't going to get involved in it anyways because she had a gaping hole in her neck. But maybe with the off-screen little training arc we got that was 3 months, maybe he got better with his ability, and we just haven't seen that yet. I mean, if you think about it, if you don't move, you're going to have less blood flow, so you're going to have less blood pouring out of your body? Question mark?
Yeah,
Grasping at
maybe.
straws?
So now that I've thought about it, it's like I think that like he only stops what he sees. So her blood would basically be clotting on the outside of the wound instead of because it doesn't stop blood flow when people are just standing still. He can only stop what he sees. Yeah.
So he's able to like kind of focus in on a target now, not just be like.
I hope so. Be way cooler.
Yeah,
I mean,
it would.
That would make sense because like she was still talking, so maybe he's able to like you said, maybe just do a certain area now instead of like the whole body or whatever. So that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean,
He'd be a lot more useful.
Yeah, I mean, the training arc did have a lot of off-screen character development too. I mean, Fuko pulled the blicky on Billy, so
with
that was
no
something
hesitation.
Fuko would not have done.
Yeah, and she actually pulled the trigger too. So
yeah, she blew half his face off. Well, a part of his face off. But so after that, Fuko is talking to Tatiana and called Billy a kind and wonderful person. And after everything we've seen, I don't really believe that he's a kind and wonderful person. I think he's kind of a manipulative asshole, and I love that character for him. But like, do you guys have any ideas why she said that? Do you think it was maybe to calm Tatiana down or something like that?
We did see the color of Billy's eyes changed, and it does seem like he can see now. So maybe it's really not actually Billy. Is the only thing I could think, and maybe Fuko believes that because Tatiana said it.
Interesting. I thought he was just being a manipulative kind of guy, pulling a little eyes in from Bleach, which I love. Betrayal. That is one of my favorite things in anime. Like, this shit was gas.
And like the only thing that like makes me think that we like actually saw on screen his eyes change color, so it could be somebody else. Otherwise, I have really no idea why you would call him a kind and wonderful person after trying to kill you.
Yeah, I mean, my only thinking was that Tatiana was an absolute head case at that point, so I think she was just trying to calm her down and get her nerves right. That's what I thought.
And that makes sense as well.
I mean, there's still a chance that he is that guy still, though. You know, maybe he's not the. Maybe it's kind of like Andy. Like maybe he's got different personalities or something. You know,
We have
don't
already
know
seen
yet,
that in this series. Yeah,
he is using undead ability, so maybe he can. Maybe Andy's undead like personalities or whatever can do that too, or something like it. Maybe that comes with the like thing. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's when he activates his ability, which is absolutely fucking broken.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's absurd.
It's very unfair. It's very unfair, to put it lightly. But I know Tyler last episode mentioned that it would be kind of odd to start a new organization due to political differences. And I kind of don't find it so unbelievable. I think if that is Billy, he's watched this for a long time. I don't know how long Billy's been in the union, but he has seen them fail over and over and over again. And if he thinks dropping nukes on people is going to be the thing that eventually saves the world, I think he's right to push for his own agenda in that sense. I don't think dropping nukes on people is good, but he's a man of action, And I think if you're one away from the end of the world, so like you got to do something to fix that. So like I don't know if he necessarily is a bad guy per se. He's more of just a different motive to take that down,
Yeah, I think he's just on a different level, and I talked about it our last rundown as well. It's like that. If it comes down to like the whole world ending, like, and you have to sacrifice like a few 100,000 people to save 8 billion people, like
80% of the population, like Aaron. No, I'm just kidding.
But it would be less than like 1%. It would be less than 0.1%. So like, yeah, it's a terrible thing to do. Would I ever do that? No, because I'll never. Like that's just not going to happen. But it seems somewhat reasonable in this situation.
Another thing like that, I just now thought of is so they're taking a round table, right? And the only way to complete these quests in order to stop the world from uh, plunging into chaos or ending or whatever the hell is going to happen, we're not sure. Is the only way they can work on that shit is if all the seats are full. Do we know if the Under has enough manpower to fill those seats? That's another thing that I'm wondering about.
Yeah, I think since this is their big debut with Billy as the leader, I think he has been like covertly communicating with other negators, talking about this for a while. And I think, there probably is 11. Yeah, 11 people who are ready to go. I mean, we've seen 3 of them. Actually, no, we've seen 1, 2, 3, 5 of them total.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if there was another 6 people in the Under with broken abilities who are going to cause a lot of chaos, which I'm really excited to see.
Right, and if he's got a large enough crew to go out and capture UMAs, like I think he has enough asses to put in the seats.
Yeah, I mean they captured Burn.
Yes,
that's a scary
and we see what kind
motherfucker.
of monster that is. Yeah.
So speaking of Burn, they had a pretty crazy plan to lock him up. Were you guys expecting them to act that quickly and just have like this much coordinated movement without a lot of like dialogue or anything? Because I was pretty impressed with how quickly the Union kind of pulled this shit off. Like it was 5 minutes in anime time, of course.
Yeah, I mean, if that really, it was just long enough for Juiz to shout out the orders, and then the plan was off.
Yeah, that training arc hit hard, bro. That we didn't even get to see.
I'm not mad.
I find it kind of. I still find it kind of crazy that they rely so much on Fuko's unluck ability, not knowing what it's gonna do. Because that's not very consistent. You know what I mean? So
yeah, definitely. I mean, Fuko's ability, if she makes Andy the target, you just have to put Andy somewhere in the vicinity of hopefully Burn's core, which we clearly see. I mean, Andy gets a big old smooch on the cheek from our girl Fuko here, and then proceeds to just launch his head into Burn's body. And they use like this crazy electromechanical pillar cannon. Like,
yeah, yes.
I don't know how else to explain it. They basically just spun this like the Washington fucking monument, or the what?
Yeah,
the Washington Monument?
You got it.
Yeah. They
Americans here.
The fucking Washington Monument, which is a giant pillar with a pointy top, through this giant UMA, based on just Andy being in his gut regenerating. And at the same time, I can't remember his name, but our mad scientist friend has his crew literally like launching a bunch of freezing like capabilities, which I didn't know they had. They've kind of got this. This place is a fortress of mystery to me. Like every time I think what the hell is going to happen, they pull the craziest shit out of their ass.
And it almost kind of felt like it was manipulating the unluck ability as well. Not just leaving it up to chance 100%. I don't know how they could have manipulated it to end up like they was. I guess they know more about it than us. I don't know.
Yeah, they've had time to like study it, and especially
Yeah.
with Foucault training, I'm sure they were collecting a lot of data on how it worked.
Yeah, it just
Poor
seemed like that's what
Andy.
they was trying to do, is manipulate it. So
Yes.
I mean, the only way to figure out how her ability works in more detail is just to have Andy be a body bag. Because like everybody else would die.
Yes.
which I'm
Yes.
sure he's fine with, So
I mean, he's
Yeah.
getting a little smooch here and there, maybe a little something else. We don't know. It was off screen.
And like we also saw like Billy use the undead ability, and he was like, "Yo, dude, this hurts. Like this still hurts really bad. I'm surprised you like incorporated this into your fighting style." Because I'd never really thought about that. He's actually cutting off his limbs, biting his fingers off constantly, and just not even doesn't care. But now we know it's still full pain.
This makes Andy more of a badass.
It really does.
he's always been a badass.
But yeah, speaking of Billy using undead, he's also just like throwing out all the Union's negator abilities. I mean, we see him use Unjustice, we see him use Unstoppable, and like none of it is as refined as what the Union members can do. But I was really impressed with his ability to manipulate all these negator abilities like off the wrap,
Yes.
I just said ability like 17 times and I was trying really hard not to.
I don't really know how you could get around it, to be honest.
I just wonder if like there's a limit to how many he can negate or abilities that he can actually use. Right now we're only seeing him use 3, maybe 4 at the most. So
I don't think so, because they go into it and they kind of explain how his ability works later in the episode, where they say that basically anybody who views Billy as a threat, he can use their ability, which is very unfair. So kind of a light name for it. It's a little more than unfair. It's just broken. I don't know how to put it, like he's just got a bag of tricks nobody saw coming.
So are you on the unfair train too? Because I think that's what it is, though. Is a negator name. They haven't said it yet, officially. So
it's true. I
yeah.
think so. I think he just maybe like they've seen other unfairs in the past, and like they weren't able to fully use their ability.
Okay.
Because I mean, we know Rip talked about if somebody can't use their ability to the fullest or for their cause, they just kill them. So
Yeah, that
maybe
could very, very well been the case here.
Or it could have another name. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think unfair for right now is a good placeholder, because it is extremely unfair.
Yeah. Plus, like I said, they said it. They said it without like bringing attention to it. But like, I know what they're doing. So.
Definitely. So after all of this to stop Burn, it was unsuccessful. He was able to get the kettle ripping again and get out of the ice attack. The Washington Monument missed his core, so he's not dead. And the Under continues to try and escape. During this, Billy actually throws Fuko off the ledge using his Unjustice. Well, his version of Unjustice, I get. And Fuko's goal was to survive, so she did the exact opposite and just casually backed off a table that was 100 meters in the sky. Like, up there, I don't know.
Yeah, it was pretty high up there, but I thought that was a really cool use. He's being very creative on how he's using all these abilities, and it's the fact that like it's really cool because like he knows the intricacies of these abilities. He knows how to use Unstoppable and how to actually stop himself. He just needs to have a dramatic change in his body, aka break something. But then you also still undead, so you can immediately fix yourself clean as fuck. Like he really thought this through.
Yeah, no, Billy's kind of. I'm really getting eyes and vibes from him. Like he's kind of a badass. I like him. But after that, after Fuko falls, Andy tries to save her and jumps off the table to basically fly down and get her, where they are caught by Tatiana. And Tatiana, Andy, and Fuko basically head up through Stonehenge. What the fuck, dude?
What was happening? What was happening here?
I was sitting there, I was like, no fucking way. They're just chilling in the UK, like in Stonehenge. Like, that's a sick spot for a secret base. So, guys, Stonehenge wasn't built by the aliens. It was built by the Union. Trust the facts here.
Big trust. Big trust.
And after that, Tatiana basically confronts Billy. And Billy uses injustice on her, thinking that will stop her from attacking him. But with Tatiana still being so torn on the situation, still loving Billy, it backfires big time. And Tatiana lays down the hammer on Billy, Byrne, and the Under, which I was pretty hyped for. That shit looks like it hurt.
Oh, yeah. And he tanked that shit, undead and all. But yeah, I wasn't expecting that either. I'm not really sure what I was expecting, but that caught me off guard for sure.
I thought it was awesome.
I kind of expect at this point, I think that Tatiana is going to kill Billy. I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
I
think they're leading up to that. I think that she's going to be the one that kills Billy, and I think Billy dies. I don't think there's any way you can live this out and the Union win, right? They can't just let him go, right?
I think he gets away with the table.
Oh, he definitely is going to get away.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get a Billy v. Victor. And I'm very excited for that.
That would go crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
I think Billy gets fucking KO'd if Victor comes out.
Dude,
Victor's like damn near unstoppable.
Victor would be standing there like, you merely adopted the undead. I was born in it, nurtured by it.
Okay.
And then the episode ends with Fuko and Andy getting saved by Shen, riding the Kinto Un cloud, aka the flying fucking Nimbus. Our boy is Goku, dude. There's no doubt. He's got the power pole, he's got the Nimbus. And the funniest line of this episode was Andy going to Shen, you can ride this thing? I was fucking cracking up. I was like, oh shit, the pure of heart still matters.
Next thing you know, our man is going to be glowing.
I'm also really confused because like Andy's on it. Andy didn't fall through it either. So like, what the fuck is going on right now? This is a knockoff ass Nimbus. Because even like in Japanese mythology, Nimbus. Like you have to be pure of heart to sit on it.
Well, maybe Andy is pure of heart. Maybe all his evil is inside of Victor. I mean,
Andy's only goal in life is to get laid.
That's right not pure of heart.
Well, his only goal in life is to die. That includes
coitus.
That includes
coitus for coitus.
Sure. And the episode ends with Billy saying they won't let the Union have Ark. And I have no idea what that is, but they did get Apocalypse. Unfeel / Phil, his actual name, was able to get Apocalypse. And because of his ability Unfeel, he wasn't able to flood him with a millennia's worth of memories like he did to Go. And we're all good. They got Apocalypse. Roundtable can't operate without Apocalypse. So we're really excited to see where it goes.
Yeah. And it's hilarious that Phil's name is abilities Unfeel.
That poor bastard, dude.
And
he'll never enjoy coitus. All right, Tyler, you want to get us into free read?
Yeah, let's go.
We'll end with that line.